Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Upadeshasahasri has a Mangalacharanam shloka which is given in the first chapter of Upadeshasahasri. So I will chant. Those who know, they can join me. Chaitanyam sarvagam sarvam sarvabhutaguru sarva vishayatitam tasmai sarvabhite namaha. This is the Mangalacharanam of Upadeshasahasri in the first chapter, which is to be done up to 17th chapter. Then 18th chapter has its own Mangalacharanam. Actually, 17th chapter also has a different Mangalacharanam. But the text is the same. Okay. Upadeshasahasri, as you know, is a Prakaran Grantha by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. And we are in the 16th chapter of this text. 16th chapter is called Parthiva Prakaranam. Parthiva means that which belongs to Prithvi. You know, some of you at least know, the style in which the chapter is named in Upadeshasahasri is whatever is the first word in the first shloka of that chapter, that is the name of the chapter. Means nobody has taken any extra effort to give a name to a chapter. So you can see the first shloka begins with the word Parthiva. So this chapter is called Parthiva Prakaranam. That does not mean that is the only theme in this chapter. Okay. On this Upadeshasahasri, there are two commentaries. One is by Anand Giriji, so who has written commentary on all Bhagavan Bhashyakar's work, most of them. So we can imagine how many works he must have written. All we should do is at least read all of those works. That itself is plenty. He has written commentary also on Sureshwaracharyaji's Brahadaranyaka Vartika, which is 12,000 shlokas. Anand Giriji has written Teeka on Brahat Vartika, which is a big work. The other Teeka on Upadeshasahasri is by Ramatirtha, which is more elaborate commentary than Anand Giriji's Teeka. So we are going to follow Ramatirtha Teeka, which I have already shared in the group. So if you have not already downloaded, then you can download. What is the objective of this chapter? all different darshanas will be taken. In first 15 chapters, different darshanas are not discussed. Only Vedanta darshan is discussed, and what is Swamata, its Pratipadanam, is done. Now, from 16th chapter onwards, Paramata Khandanam begins. So all those darshanikas, beginning with Charvak Matam, and then Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, etc., their Khandanam is there in 16th chapter onwards, later chapters. 19th chapter is exclusively Bauddha Khandanam. Earlier also there are Bauddha Khandanam in Tattvamasi Prakarana, etc., but 19th has only Bauddhas mainly. Okay, so in Ramatirtha Teeka, we are on page number 185. And we have completed 2 shlokas of 16th chapter, but I will tell you the essence, and that lecture is also on YouTube, so you can find. With the help of Shruti and Yukti, Deha Anatmatvam, Indriya Anatmatvam, Mana, Buddhi, Anatmatvam, etc. is being established. So, if you see at the end of Teeka of the first shloka, let us first chant first 2 shlokas. I will chant, you repeat after me. Parthivah kathino dhatur
Parthivaha kathino dhatur
Dravo dehe smruto mayah
Dravo dehe smruto mayaha
Bhaktischeshtavakashasyur
Bhaktischeshtavakashasyur
Vanni vaivambarodbhavaha.
Vagnivaivambarodbhavaha
There is one
Parthiva
there is one correction in the first shloka. Second line, Bhaktish cheshta. Bhakti cheshta is given shakara. If it is missing, you add. Okay, you can chant the shloka.
Parthivah kathino dhatur Dravo dehe smruto mayaha Bhaktischeshtavakashasyur Vagnivaivambarodbhavaha
Granadini tadarthascha
Granadi
घ्राणादीनपदार्थाच्च
पृथिव्यादिगुणाक्रमात्
Prithivyadik
पृथिव्यादिगुणाक्रमात्
रूपालोकवदिष्टं हि
Rupaloka
रूपालोकदिशं हि
सजातीयार्थमिन्द्रियम्
Sajati
सजातीयार्थमिन्द्रियम्
Prithivyadik
घ्राणादीनपदार्थाश्च पृथिव्यादिगुणाक्रमात् रूपालोकदिशं हि सजातीयार्थमिन्द्रियम्.
In the first 2 shlokas, first shloka is Dehatmavada, Nirasa, Nirakaranam. So those Charvak Mata who say Sthula Sharira is Atma, their Nirasa is done. Nirasa is done how? By showing that this Deha is Parthiva. It has Kathina Amsha. Whatever is the fluids in this body, it is belonging to water. Whatever is cooking in the stomach, Bhakti, it belongs to Vanni. Whatever is a cheshta, means activity, belongs to Vayu. And Avakasha, whatever is the empty space in the body, including the head, it all belongs to Akasha. And therefore, you see the conclusion of that first shloka Teeka. Deho natma bhuta parinamatvat valmikadivat. So those who have studied Tarka Sangraha, they know now what is the sadhya.
Na Atma.
Anatma or na atma. Hetu is
Bhuta Parinamatvam.
bhuta parinamatva is the hetu. Vyapti will be
Yatra yatra Bhuta Parinamatvam tatra tatra na Atmatvam.
yatra yatra bhuta parinamatvam. Bhuta means panchabhuta. Yatra yatra panchabhuta parinamatvam tatra tatra anatmatvam. Yatha drishtanta is Valmika. Valmika means the ant hill. Some example they find ant hill. So Deha is also Bhuta Parinama, therefore Deha is Anatma. How is Deha Bhuta Parinama? So that is what the shloka already said. So with the help of Shruti Yukti, we have to understand this Sthula Sharira is not me. But the Tadatmya with Sthula Sharira doesn't go because I have memorized some Shruti Vakya and I can do Paksha, Sadhya, Yukti, Vyapti, everything. I have enough Drashtanta. That does not reduce my Deha Tadatmya. To reduce Deha Tadatmya, I will have to do other sadhanas also. Starting with Karma Yoga, etc. And that Vairagya, Tyagena Eke Amritatvam. So I must eliminate things which are there to which I am attached. Wherever attachment is there, I should drop those things. This is the first shloka as far as body, Sthula Sharira is concerned. Cross body. Then Indriyatma Vadinam Pratyaha. So second shloka is towards those who say Indriya is Atma. So nobody thinks Indriya is Atma, but I am depending so much on my Indriyas that if anything happens to any Indriya, I feel I am helpless. So here also, Yukti is same. Indriyani na Atma Bhuta Parinamatvat Valmikadivat. See, Indriyas are also Bhuta Parinama only. They are Sukshma. So therefore, here also at the end, you see in the second shloka, the meaning of this is Granadi Indriya, and they are produced from Pruthivyadi Guna. So Pruthivyadi, Pruthivi, Granendriya, and Pruthivi Guna is Gandha Guna. They all are from Prithvi's Gandha Guna and Prithvi's Grana Indriya. They all are Karya of Prithvi only. So what that shows, just as Gandha Guna belongs to Prithvi, Grana Indriya also belongs to Prithvi. That's why Grana Indriya can get Gandha Grahanam. So Grana Indriya is Parthiva. Same thing you have to apply for all other Indriya. In fact, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, and Adi Daivika, all this prapancha is Bhranti in that Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma. At the end of this, it is given of the second Teeka, Evam Indriyanam Bhautikatve Siddhe Dehavat Eshamapi Anatmatvam. Indriyas are also Bhautika, therefore they are also Anatma. This Gandha, Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha, Shabda, they all are from Prithvi, Ap, Teja, Vayu, Akasha. 5 elements. 5 gunas. They all are parthiva. And to do grahanam, we have 5 indriyas. Now we see Teeka further. After second shloka, there is an introduction to shloka number 3. Kincha indriyani natmanaha karanatvat kutharavat iti anumananantaram suchayan karyavashad indriyanam ekadashatva niyamam aha. Kincha. Kincha means moreover. So those who don't have the Teeka, please get the Teeka downloaded. And we are on page number 185. So another Anumanam is done. Indriyani, Natmanaha. I think there is some error. What do you think? Natmanaha. Is it correct or erroneous? Natmanaha or Natmanaha? What should be there? Karanatvat is the Hetu. Kuthara is the Drashtanta. Indriya is the Paksha. Sadhya Natmanaha. Is it correct? Or Natmanaha? What should be there? Mauna Vyakhyanam is the best. No need of saying anything. Okay, I will help. It is correct. What is said is correct. There is no error. Atman Shabda, how will it decline?
Atma, Atmano, Atmanaha. Atmano, Atma, Atmanam, Atmano, Atmanaha.
This is that Dvitiya Bahuvachana. Atmanaha is Dvitiya Bahuvachana. Indriyani na Atmanaha Karanatvad Kutharavat. Indriyas are not, means each Indriya is not an Atma. But Bahuvachana is there for Indriya, therefore here also Bahuvachanam is used. Natmanaha Karanatvat, because they all are Karana. So Vyapti is Yatra Yatra Karanatvam Tatra Tatra Anatmatvam. If you want to translate this in Ekavachanam also you can do. Indriyam na Atma Karanatvat. So wherever Karanatva is there, like Kuthara. Kuthara means an axe. Axe is a Karana. If it is Karana, it is not Atma. So my hand is a Karana. So this is not Atma. Legs are Karana. Therefore they are not Atma. They are not Atma means they are not me. In the same way, wherever Karanatva is there, so in mind also there is Karanatva. Manaha is Antaha Karanam. Therefore, Mana is also not Atma. Mana also is Anatma. And so having done the Anumanam, Suchayan, Karyavashad Indriyanam Ekadashatva Niyam Aha. Indriyanam Ekadashatvam, the 11th Indriya. 11th Indriya, because according to Nyaya, they consider Maha also as Indriya. Therefore, Ekadashatvam, 11th organ. But actually it is not Indriya, it is Indriya because it is Karana in that way. But it is different. So that is Anatma. Now further shloka. Buddhyarthanyahuretani
बुद्ध्यर्थान्यहिरेतानि
Vakpanyadini karmane
वाक्पाण्यादीनि कर्मणि
वाक्पाण्यादीनि कर्मणि
Vikalparthamantastham
तद्विकल्पार्थमन्त
तद्विकल्पार्थमन्तः
Mana ekadasham bhavet.
मन एकादशं
मन एकादशं भवेत्
बुद्ध्यर्थान् आहुरेतानि
बुद्ध्यर्थान्याहुरेतानि
कर्म
वाक्पाण्यादीनि कर्मणि
समन्तस्
तद्विकल्पार्थमन्तः
भवेत्
मन एकादशं भवेत्
Buddhi arthani ahuhu etani. Etani indriyani. These indriyas, they are buddhi arthani. Buddhi arthani means jnanarthani. So they are jnanendriya. Your buddhi means jnanam. So there are jnanendriya and there are karmendriya. So etani buddhyarthani ahuhu. Ahuhu jnaninaha. Those who are jnani, they say these indriyas for jnana function, so they are jnanendriya. And then vakpanyadini karmane. Vakpanyadini karmane ahuhu. Vakpanipada ityadi organs which are there, they are for the sake of karma. Karmane, what is the vibhakti?
चतुर्थी एकवचनं
Chatur. So it is tadarthyam. It is for karma. Vakpanipada, they are for karma. And jnanendriyas, they are for jnanam, buddhi arthani. Then second line says, tad vikalpartham antastham manah ekadasham bhavet. Tad vikalpartham means tesham vikalpartham, tesham indriyanam. So you have 10 indriyas. All of them want to do something together, let us say. So you need one coordinator who will allow only one person to do the function, not all of them. That coordinator is sadharana karana. That sadharana karana is manaha. So the vikalpa means this: who will go, who will do it. So only one will do at a time. Vikalpartham antastham, because it is in the antaha. It is not bahikarana, it is antahakarana. That's why antastham manaha ekadasham is the 11th one. Why it is clubbed with indriyas in this shloka? Means jnanendriyas are mentioned, karmendriyas are mentioned, and mind is mentioned, because mind's role is to control all those indriyas. Which indriya will talk? Which indriya will do the work? Only mind will decide. And buddhi's role is to control that mind also. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Manasaivendriya gramam viniyamya samantataha. Then Shanai Shanai Ruparamed Buddhya Dhriti Grihitaya. So, Indriya should be controlled by mind, and mind will be controlled by Buddhi. In other words, when I make some resolve that this is what I have to do, this is how I am going to live my life, then I will have to follow those things even if mind resists, indriyas resist. That is the job of buddhi. And it needs cooperation from mind, because if mind is helpful, all 10 indriyas are aligned. But if mind takes side of the indriyas, then buddhi, means my resolve, my New Year resolution, etc., are of no use. Nothing will work. Manaha ekadasham bhavet. See Teeka. Etani granadini buddhyarthani jnanakaranaanyahu. Etani granadini. These granadi indriya, they are called mean they are there for this jnanam, so they are called jnanakaranani. Ahu. What are they? So they were already mentioned earlier, Granadini Indriyani. Now here Karmendriyas are mentioned. Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Pasthakyani, Indriyani, Karmane. Karmane, Karmartham. They are for the sake of karma. Vak, Vagindriya, Pani means hands, Pada, Payu, Upastha. What is their function? Vachana, Adana, Gamana, Visarga, Anandartham. Kramat. In sequence, you have to understand. Vachana is the karya of Vak Indriya, then Adana, Gamana, Visarga of each respective Karmendriya, Tat Karanani Ahu Ityartha. So these Indriyas, they are the Karana for performing certain karma. Tesham Dashanam Indriyanam Vikalpartham. These 10 indriyas which are there, Dashanam Indriyanam, Vikalpa. Vikalpa like a switch, which will decide only one will function at a time. Vikalpartham, Yugapat Vishaya Sannidhane, Kramena Tattad Vishaya Jnanadi Niyamartham. Yadi Indriyam, Yad Indriyam means Yad Indriyam, Tanmana Uktadashapekshaya Ekadasham Bhavet. When there is Yugapat Vishaya Sannidhanam, when there is simultaneous Vishaya Sannidhanam, Sannidhi, any proximity is there, and suddenly you get Jnanam in all Indriyas. Vishaya Sannidhane, but it will happen only in Krama. Because according to Nyaya Darshana, and it is accepted by Vedanta Darshan also, that what is the indicator of mind? At a time, there will be only one jnana. Yugapat, simultaneously, mind will not have multiple jnana. It will come only in a sequence, one at a time. So when we see, let us say, Ghata and Pata together. Ghata is there, on top of it, Pata is also there. You say, I am seeing two things at a time. How many Vishayas are there? Is there a separate Ghata Jnanam and Pata Jnanam? No. What is that Jnanam called? Do you remember, recollect?
Rupa.
What is that?
Rupa Jnanam.
No, it is called Samuhalambanam. Samuhalambana Jnanam. Samuha, together. All those objects, they are seen together. Samuha Alambana Jnan can have 20 objects together. Like there is a table, let us say, and 20 things are kept. Suddenly you will see all 20 together. But it is one Jnana. Like that Ghata Pata Jnanam. See, Ghata Jnanam's Vishaya is Ghata. Pata Jnanam's Vishaya is Pata. Ghata Pata Samuha Alambana Jnanasya Vishaya Ghata Patau. Both are becoming Vishaya together as one Vishaya. So mind will have only one Jnanam at a time. Kramena tattad Vishaya Jnanadi Niyamartham. For that Vishaya here means not Ghata. Ghata Shabda, Ghata Rupa, Ghata Rasa, Ghata Sparsha, Ghata Shabda. Like this, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all will be different. That Vishaya, Tattad Vishaya Jnanadi Niyamartham, Yad Indriyam. Indriya will be Asadharana Karana or Asadharana Karana. Asadharana Karanam, Karanam.
Karanam.
Definition of Karana in Tarka Sangraha, those who have studied, they know Asadharana Karanam, Karanam. So when Patagyanam takes place, there is Sparsha also, there is Rupa Jnanam also. So Rupa Jnana, Chakshurindriya will get that Jnana. Chakshurindriya is Asadharana Karana. Exclusively, it will give only Rupa. Tvagindriya, only Sparsha. And Mana is called Sadharana Karana. Because Mana is used by all Indriyas. It is like, let's say there are 10 Mahatmas living in 10 rooms, one after the other. And one servant is given to all 10. One Sevak is there. That Sevak has to do work for all 10 Mahatmas. This mind is like that. But remember, this mind is powerful. Huh? This Sevak is very powerful. But he will not be partial. Yad indriyam tanmanaha ukta dasha apekshaya ekadasham bhave. So in accordance with those indriyas, 10 indriyas, mind is the ekadasham. Indriyas are 10, mind is 11th. Ekadasham bhave. Manascha ekam sadharanam karanam. Mana is one, it is sadharana karanam. Common to all. Avashyam angikaryam. Now, somebody may say, why should we have mind? Why can't Indriyas directly contact Vishaya without mind? So, Tikakar says, Avashyam angikaryam. You have to accept this. Otherwise, what will happen? Anyatha. Atmano yugapat anekendriya Vishaya samprayoge sati yugapat eva aneka jnanani jayeran nacha evam asti. Otherwise, what will happen? Simultaneously, yugapat aneka indriya vishaya samprayoge. When different vishayas are there in the form of shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, etc. And like hands, legs, all of them, they also have their own vishaya. Vachana, adana, gamana, visarga, ananda, etc. Yugapat eva aneka jnanam. Jnanendriya, all five will start functioning. Aneka jnanani jayeran. So we say, but yes, it looks like it is happening. It is not. Nacha evam asti. What happens is, mind goes through them so fast that we think I am doing simultaneously. Like I am seeing also, and I am hearing also. And some people, they could be eating something also. Now they have something in the mouth. So that rasa is also there. And then they are listening to something, they are seeing something. Actually, mind switches one after the other, one thing only at a time. तथा च तस्यापि मनसः करणत्वात् अनात्मत्वम् इंद्रियवत् इति सिद्धम्. So now another anumanam. He concludes with the anumanam. तथा च, and also tasyapi manasaha anatmatvam karanatvat indriyavat. Only the order is slightly different. Instead of manasaha, in pratignya, paksha will become manaha. Manasaha anatmatvam means mana anatma karanatvat indriyavat. Like indriyas are karana, mana is also karana. It is sadharana karana. That's all. So mana atmavada nirakaranam is done. Buddhirapi natma. Buddhi is also not atma. Karana visheshatvan manovat iti bauddhamatam nirakurvans tasyaha swabhavam darshayati. Bauddhamatam nirakurvans tasyaha. Where is the sakara coming from? Kurvans.
Nashchavya Prashant.
Correct.
Anuswara.
Nashchavya prashant. That is the sutra. So kurvan tasyaha will become kurvans tasyaha. Buddhihi api na atma. Buddhi is also not atma. Why? It is another karana. It is vishesha karana, but it is karana only, like manaha. Manovat. So this is the Bauddha matam. Its nirakarana is refutation. Kurvan tasyaha swabhavam darshayati. Tasyaha buddhehe. Buddhi swabhavam. What is the nature of buddhi? Nischayartha bhaved buddhis.
Nischayartha bhaved
buddhis
तान् सर्वार्थानुभाविनीम्
तान् सर्वार्थान्
ज्ञातात्मोक्तः स्वरूपेण
ज्ञातात्
स्वरूपेण
ज्योतिषा व्यञ्जयन् सदा
ज्योतिषा निश्चयार्था
भवेत् बुद्धिः तान्
सर्वार्था
सर्वान्
ज्ञातात्मरूपेण
स्वरूपेण ज्योतिषा व्यञ्जयन्
बुद्धिः निश्चयार्था भवेत्. This is one vakyam. Buddhi is nischayartha, nischayatmika buddhihi. One. Then tam buddhim sarvarthanubhavinim jnata atma uktaha. Tam buddhim jnata. So actually this dvitiya is for shashti. Buddhehe jnata atma uktaha. Instead of buddhehe tam buddhim jnata atma uktaha. In that way it is given. And then that atma swarupena jyotisha sada vyanjayan. Atma, what is the nature of that Atma? It is given Swarupena Jyotisha Sada Vyanjayan. Bhati Asti, in that way. So three different ideas. In the first Vakya, Buddhi is in Prathama. In the second Vakya, Buddhi is in Dvitiya. So it is definitely different Vakya, Tam. And in that, Atma is Jnata. Atma Jnata Uktaha. So Atma is in Prathama, in the second Vakya. And then nature of Atma is given, Atma Swarupena Jyotisha Sada Vyanjayan Asti. Bhasate, in that way. See the Teeka. Nishchayo artha parichedaha. So artha prayojanam yasyaha antakarana vrittehe sa nischayartha buddhir bhavet. What is nischayartha buddhi? He explains. Nischaya means artha parichedaha. Yasyaha antakarana vrittehe sa antakarana vritti nischayartha. Whichever antakarana vritti is capable of doing artha paricheda. Artha paricheda means artha becomes delimited by that vritti. Artha means vishaya. Whatever is the vishaya, vishaya need not be only ghatapata. Vishaya could be some idea, some thought process that I am having. In that I get a nischaya. Should I eat extra food in Bhandara or not? This is also a samshaya. Then nishchaya will come. No, you are already overeating and it is so cold, you don't get enough to walk. Is there. Nishchayo artha parichedaha. So artha prayojanam. That artha, that vishaya is the prayojanam of that antakarana vritti. That antakarana vritti is called nischayartha buddhihi. Sa nischayartha buddhir bhavet. Nischaya karanam buddhihi ityartha. Buddhi is that karanam where nischaya happens, conclusion. Right or wrong, that we are not discussing. Nischaya happens. Anya drishyattvadapi tasyaha anatmatvam ityaha. This anya drishya this is another drishya. Anya drishyatvad means anyasya drishyatvad or anyena drishyatvad, not anyasya, anyena drishyatvad. Anatma. Anyena atmana. Atma sees this buddhi. Therefore, buddhi is anatma. Anya drishyatvad. Api tasyaha anatmatvam. So that is given. Tam sarvarthanubhavinim buddhim jnata atma uktaha. The one who is the jnata of this buddhi is called Atma. Buddhi is sarva artha anubhavini. All jnanam will take place in buddhi. Yathartha jnanam or ayathartha. Yatharthanubhava or ayatharthanubhava. Prama or brahma. Both will take place in buddhi. Buddhi in the sense, in that karana, sanskara will come. Whether I see Rajju as Rajju, then antakarana vritti, prama will come. If I see Rajju as Sarpa, then avidya vritti, again samskara will come. So sanskara will be there in that buddhi, sarvarthanubhavini. Its jnata is Atma, tasyaha anatmatvam. And therefore that buddhi is anatma, because it is experienced by Atma. It is illumined by Atma. It becomes drishya for Atma. बुद्धि ज्ञातुरपि बुद्धिवत अन्य ज्ञेयत्व शंकाम वारयति. बुद्धि ज्ञातु मीन्स बुद्धेः ज्ञाता, बुद्धि ज्ञाता, तस्य बुद्धि ज्ञातुः. The knower of buddhi is called buddhi jnata. Its Shashti Vibhakti is buddhi jnatuhu, means the one who is the knower of this buddhi, that is Atma. This knower of buddhi, just as buddhi becomes known, this knower also will become known. Somebody is asking a question. If buddhi is jnaya, buddhi jnata also will become another jnaya. So buddhi jnatuhu api buddhivat anya jnayatvam. This shanka could be there. So that shanka varanam is done by third vakya. Swarupena jyotisha sada vyanjayan. This atma is by its swarupa. It is chaitanya. Swatmana eva jyotisha आस्ते पल्ययते कर्म कुरुते विपल्येति. इन बृहदारण्यक स्वयं ज्योतिर्ब्राह्मण. आत्मा इज स्वयं ज्योतिष स्वरूप. दैट इज दिस ज्योतिषा. स्वात्मनैव ज्योतिषा आस्ते कर्म कुरुते पल्ययते कर्म कुरुते विपल्येति. सिक्स्थ मंत्र और फिफ्थ मंत्र in Chaturtha Brahmana of Tritiya Brahmana of Chaturtha Adhyaya. 4, 3, 5 it should be. तथा च भाष्य भासकयो रूपालोकयोरिव भेदात् भाष्यायाः बुद्धेः अन्यो भासक आत्मा इत्यर्थः. So this line we will see in the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamabhav Purnameva Udhyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayam सूत्र भाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शांति शांति शांति.